Welcome back to the program. Unions have made it clear they want the government's wide-ranging IR bill passed in full as key independents lobby for it to be split in two. Live to Sky News reporter Joel Philp. Joel, the government doesn't want to break the legislation up.
No, they don't, Danica. They're offering up some other compromises but aren't willing to split this bill. They want it passed by both houses of Parliament before the end of the year, expecting that there'll be a lag of about 2 months before the changes begin to affect wages in this country. Key Independent Senator David Pocock says that he supports wage increases for low-income earners and that he would vote in favour of them getting access to the multi-employer bargaining agreements, those provisions within this bill. But when it comes to all employees potentially getting access to those bargaining arrangements or some other more controversial aspects of the bill, the crossbench wants to split it up and consider that over a longer period of time. But Sally McManus from the Australian Council of Trade Unions, well, she says that only passing half of the bill will not get wages moving in this country.
Well, if we don't pass that whole bill, including all parts of the bargaining part of it, wages won't move. It's just simple as that. This idea that we can just give multi-employer bargaining or options for the very low paid will not fix the problems we've got with wages in our country.
The government has flagged again this morning that they are willing to compromise further into what the crossbench is looking for as they continue negotiations with other stakeholders, of course. But we know what some of those compromises are so far, so I'll go through them. Beginning, establishing a body to oversee the construction industry. Of course, that's after the ABCC was abolished by the government. Delaying a cap on fixed-term contracts, further changes to the Better Off Overall test, and changing some powers of the Fair Work Commission during wage bargaining. The Government Services Minister, Bill Shorten, was pushed this morning here in Parliament House about why the government doesn't want to split up that bill. This is what he had to say.
Australian families, Australian low-paid workers who are battling with increases in energy prices and mortgages and inflation, they actually just want to see the ability to get a wage rise. I think the best present for Christmas is a wage system which works not just for the top end of town.
Well, this is now an embarrassing farce for the Albanese government. They've announced multiple amendments to their own government bill before it's even been voted on in the Parliament. And this is all a result of them trying to jam it through the Parliament in just a couple of weeks and not giving the Senate adequate time to consider this.
The opposition argues that because these amendments are being made on the fly in consultation with stakeholders, the bill is not ready to be debated in Parliament yet, but that is what is due to occur in the lower house today. Danica?